Ja, ja, das kennen wir ja nicht.
Hey.
Was wollen wir denn auf Feld noch
Da überlege ich auch noch, ich weiß halt nicht, erstmal die Lage oder Zeugs, dass wir dann langsam auch richtig
Wenn dann Mais auf den Zielflug kriegen, oder?
Ja, eben. Ne?
Also gut, pass mal auf. Feld 19 ist was drauf. Oder wie?
19 ist Mais. Habe ich ja eben erst angepflanzt.
Genau.
Gut. Und 20 wird ja platt gemacht. Kann man platt machen.
Würde ich sagen, dass
Ja, also dann machen wir auf Feld 18. Machen wir nochmal so Sojabohnen. Oder?
können wir machen.
Oder willst du auch nochmal Mais?
Hier können wir Sojabohnen machen, da wird 20
Hey
gleich abwehren,
everybody,
würde
it's
ich dann
the
auf
coach.
20
This
schmeißen.
is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up the First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Marco, hast du gesagt?
Nö. Das war schon.
Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield. A first down throw from Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yeah. Alert, 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 alert.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Let's meet the offense. Greg Robinson. Very, very talented.
What a man to set your offensive line with. Greg Robinson can do it all. Tremendous athleticism, great strength, just coming into his own.
Marco, was ist das System, das wir hatten, da wo die 2 Siege dahingestellt hat?
Hey, Haywood! Regular,
Nee,
regular,
das ist
regular!
on 2nd and 9. Mayfield, and he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Linebackers still often control defenses, and C.J. Mosley does exactly that for his. A Pro Bowler 3 of his first 4 years. Not only can he run and hit, he diagnoses plays so well, feels them out, and makes sure his team is organized and in the right spot on each and every snap.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Mayfield. He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 39 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Ist es normal, dass man es sieht auf dem Feld, wo man gesehen hat?
Guck mal, jetzt ein bisschen heller.
Ja, auf dem Feld nicht.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. So now the Browns, they're going to line up and go for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. And fights him off. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, not only did you get the 6, but fully seized momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Darnold off the play fake to Bell, sliding it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon coming in with force for the sack that time.
Right.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Darnold down to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner. That's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Darnold. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Dass es verrotten kann, habe ich erstmal aufgemacht.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he fends him off. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Fights through and now a crease. And he probably should have been down earlier, but they do finally get to him 3 yards short of the line to gain. 6-0 our score after 1. So on foot. And look at this, it's a fake. And shutting him off, now open field. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy even...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play.
And look at this, another fake. Sheds another. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The fake punt gets him 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Das ist 19.
1-10.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ja, der macht Backe-Backe Kuchen.
Ich kann mal Teufel. Nix.
Was ist mit mir?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And the pass complete to Anunwa. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 33.
Genau.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's get off the field, P. Let's get that.
Anunwa's got it, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Ja. Wenn es erntereif ist.
Genau. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To the air again, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Play action. It's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 40 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense. He's getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Recon, 132 fighter. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Escapes the sack. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Yeah, that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. To try again after the sack. Darnold, he was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way,
we now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down. On 2nd and 7, Darnold out right here to Herndon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. Catanzaro's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
A run for Nick Chubb. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14, Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And the Jets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
He's 6'6", bullet high.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, he had the right idea, but there was no one open downfield, so he climbed the pocket and took off. But what a nice job by the...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. They shakes him off, but he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the... Catch there brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Catanzero's kick is right through. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really fading.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. So now let's look at this situation with no timeouts remaining. The offense should be able to just run the clock out.
I know that's what it says on my time management chart up here, and I know a lot of teams are hiring.
Okay, und was mache ich, um mit euch zu spielen?
Multiplayer.
Ja.
Spiel beitreten.
Ja.
Dann hast du ja Serverauswahl. Ja, du musst erst Charakter machen und dann hast du Serverauswahl, ne?
Ja.
Und dann gibst du einfach nur 15 ein und dann siehst du es schon. 15.
In Deutschland.
Ja, Deutschland, nur normal Deutschland.
A time management coach who's going to sit in the box, talk to the head coach. And in this situation, if you do anything but take a knee in victory formation, then you're not playing the game right. This game should be over. Take the knee, hold on to the ball.
By the way, so impressive that you do have a time management chart up here.
Listen, you know I can't count, so I need it in a big way. We can't hire anyone to help us out, so hopefully I'm reading it correctly.
Jedes Mod anklickst und runterladst.
Also gut.
Hatte ich dann Spaß.
Ciao.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
da ist unten so eine Schachtel, da oben dann alle runterladen, alle die da einführen einfach.
Ich dachte, der meint im Channel, Channel beschreiben.